Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy for the first project in the November 22 paper pumpkin kit. It's this one here, and I've got all of the pieces I need laid out. And let's follow along the instructions. One thing I did notice in the instructions is the way the bow is here in the instruction didn't make any sense because I didn't have a punch out like that. So if you ever are confused or don't know exactly what they're saying in the instructions, always refer back to your picture on the front. In this case, it says we need to tie the linen thread through the loop and tie a bow. So that makes more sense now. So the first thing I need to do is I need to take my Ho 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 and my From Santa stamps. You do get one acrylic block in your set on your first paper pumpkin kit, and then you just reuse it. I've had a couple of kits now, a couple of different kits that have had blocks in them, so I have a couple of blocks. It just saves me having to stop and re-ink and things, or reset my stamps on my blocks. So I have my Ho 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 here, and what we need to do is we need to outline it in the cherry cobbler Stampin' Spot that we got. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Spot and I'm going to ink up the stamp, and I'm going to stamp it off just once to make sure that I do indeed have really good coverage. And this one needs to be lined up, so I apologize in advance if I get my hair in the frame while I'm trying to line this up, because the way the light is and the way it all looks, sometimes it can be hard for me to line up. So I'm a little bit off, but it's actually okay. It almost looks like it's 3D now. So ideally I would be completely around, like the H here is almost perfect, but I'm okay with that. It's all good. I'm going to take my little piece here and I'm going to do the From Santa on it. I'm gonna ink that up, and actually it looks really good, so I'm not going to worry about inking away, but I just need to pop this down right on there like that, and there we go. Wow, that looks good. Okay. So we are finished with the stamping, so I'm just going to put my stamps off to one side and put the ink spot off to the side. Okay, so what it tells us next is we need to take the Santa hat, we need to take the From Santa, and it specifies that it's ink side up, and we need to take the Happy Holidays banner. And I'm looking at the way it's set up here, so the adhesive needs to go on this side. We need to take our adhesive dots, and we're going to put one on the Santa hat. If you have a stylus or anything, like not a phone stylus, but a pointy stylus, you can use that to help you with the glue dots if you like. I don't do it in these videos because the whole point is you can do the kit with just everything that's there other than a pair of scissors. So we'll just put the adhesive dots on, and now it tells us that we're putting this one here like this, and we're dropping it down like that so we can still see the From Santa. And then we're taking the Santa hat and we're putting it over like this, and I haven't popped it down quite far enough, so we're just going to, maybe I need to do the Santa hat first. I'm going to put the Santa hat on like that, and then I'm going to put the From Santa so that you can still see it. Okay, I'm going to put another adhesive dot on this one because it's not sticking very well now that I've removed it and put it back on again. So So this sometimes happens. This is why you watch the videos, to see how you put it together before you start putting it together. So there we go, okay. And now I need to take this one and pop it like that. Okay, so there's the foundation of our piece, and now we need to take the tag and the glitter star, and we need, or snowflake, and we need to take an adhesive dot and put it in the middle like that, and then one like that. So then we're going to add this halfway onto the tag. Just trying to line it up the way they have it lined up in the picture there. So there we go. Now we flip this whole unit over and we put dimensionals on it. So we're going to put one dimensional on the hat. We're going to put one dimensional across this seam here, which will hold those two together. And then we're going to add more dimensionals like this. Okay, so let's just peel these off and add this. And then we'll add our linen thread and we will have our, so this goes over at an angle like this. And there we go. And then I'm going to take my ribbon, and you all know how good I am at tying bows. Just having a look, it just goes round the once. You can wrap it further if you want, but it just goes round the once. And we just loop the bow through, and I'm going to pull those ears a little bit smaller and then tighten it all up. So there we go. You can trim your ends. Let's see what it looks like in the picture. No, the ends are quite long, so we can leave that as it is. And that is our first project in the November 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit. There's lots of room on the back for writing your to's and froms, so stay tuned for the second tag.